Hi, I'm Mike Simpson from the Clipper. Today we're going to make dal. It's an Indian dish. This particular one is going to be vegetarian, as they usually are. And let's go through the ingredients. Lentils, onions, garlic, a little ginger. I have sesame oil, vegetable oil. I have cumin and coriander. I have paprika, turmeric, and a little cinnamon. Got salt, diced tomatoes, garlic, chili paste, lemon, jasmine rice, and some kale is going to go in this recipe today. Man, a lot of stuff. I don't even know where to start. Well, let's give it a shot. All right, for our first move, we're going to rinse off the lentils with a bit of cold water. Kind of look through them, see if you see any imperfections, any little stones, any wildlife. Hopefully not. That's all. Strain it, take a look at it. Beautiful. That's going to go in about 1 pound of lentils right there, a whole pound. It's going to make a big batch of dal. It's in about 7 cups of water right now. I'm going to put it on the stove. The lentils are on. They're going to cook for about 20 minutes. I also have a small pot behind there with 2 2/3 cups of water. We're going to cook the jasmine rice in that. And so my next move here is to dice up these onions. Okay, the onions are all done. I'm going to turn the pan on for those. And we haven't really talked about this before. I've got some ginger in this recipe, and I just want to show you about my move for peeling the ginger. So you just take a spoon and scrape off the outside. I think if you use a knife, you'll end up wasting quite a bit. So that's what we usually do with the ginger. And any of those really little nubs, as you saw, I just cut those off with a knife. But the spoon method goes really fast. That's all. I just wanted to show you that. We're going to use an ounce. I've got an ounce of garlic here, and we're going to go with 1 ounce of ginger as well. I've got a pan on for the onions and a lot of other ingredients that go in there. That's going to be vegetable oil. I've got about 3 tablespoons there. I'm going to add the onions to that. Smells great already. Okay, I'm going to let the onions cook for a couple minutes. The rice water in the back is ready. I'm going to step out of the field of view. 1 teaspoon of salt in that rice water. And about 2 teaspoons of sesame oil. And the 2 cups of jasmine rice. Okay, that's going to cook for about 15 minutes. Jasmine rice takes quite a bit less water than regular rice. With 2 cups of regular rice, you'd be using 4 cups of water, but in this case with jasmine, it's only 2 2/3 cups. So we'll get that going. We've got the garlic chopped up just a little bit, and the ginger here. So while the onions are cooking, I'm going to cut up the ginger and garlic together. That smells really good. You probably can't smell it though, can you? Maybe when you make the recipe. So let's check those onions. Starting to get a little color already. We'll go back to the garlic and ginger. A lot going on here. All right, let's stir the rice. It's not quite back to the boil yet, but I stirred a couple times in the beginning. Onions look pretty good. I think I'll add the garlic and ginger now. And then I'll get the dry ingredients prepared, the rest of the herbs and spices. And I feel like a couple more drops of oil would be nice on there. Okay. All right, I'm going to turn the heat down. We'll let that cook for a couple of minutes. It's the whole seed coriander and cumin. And I had some cinnamon stick that I chopped up a bit, threw it all in the spice grinder. Then I threw the turmeric in there. And it's 1 more teaspoon. So it's a teaspoon of coriander, teaspoon of, I don't know, bunch of other stuff. And there's a teaspoon of paprika in there too. All right. So that's all going to go in with the onion mixture right now. And man, does that smell wonderful. The onions look great too, don't they? Beautiful. Throw all that in there. We're going to let that cook for about a minute, and then we'll add the diced tomatoes. Let that get fragrant, and it's going to be wonderful. You know, if you have the whole spices, it's great. But if you don't, it's fine. It'll be okay. 10 more seconds. Okay. Diced tomatoes, and we're going to add about a teaspoon of the garlic chili paste. It calls for 1.5, and I'm going to say that's about 1.5 right there. So that's going to cook. That's going to cook for another 5 minutes, and then we'll add in the lemon juice and the kale. And we'll be right back. I juiced the lemon. I'm looking for a 1/4 cup of lemon juice. That's exactly what we got out of it. I did add a little bit of water back into the onion tomato mixture here, and put that back on the heat. Crank it up a little bit. And I've got the kale here. Basically, you just take the big ribs out of the kale, and I just coarsely chopped it up. So we're going to throw the kale on there. I'm going to let that, I'll put a cover on it. We're going to let that cook down for a minute or so, and while that's cooking down, I'm going to drain the lentils. You know, this recipe is a lot of work. I deserve a little break. Go ahead and have a glass yourself. All right, let's take a look at the tomato, kale, onion mixture. Ooh, looks great. The kale is broken right down. It's amazing how it turns into a small amount. Drain the lentils here. I left a little bit of moisture in the lentils because we don't want this to be too dry. So we're going to kind of fold the tomato, kale, onion, spice mixture right in there. Oh man, it smells wonderful. Mix all that in with the lentils. There. Okay, that's what we're looking for right there. We'll put that, I've got some rice in a dish right here. Throw a little bit of the dal in with the rice. This could be hot. I'm a little nervous. Nice. The lemon really comes right through with this dish. Got some great flavors. Enjoy. Thanks for watching again.